Over the last few years, we Moore and Pritchard cousins thought it'd be fun to get together, reconnect and explore the stories from our ancestors, piece together the truth and embellishments from generations gone by, and begin collating the raft of wonderful family photographs dating back to the early 1800s. So, on a beautiful autumn Sunday afternoon in Sydney, 2015, we did just that, and discovered we all have amazing memories of our vibrant forebears and are a fabulously bright, artistic and caring bunch of fun people who wished that all our Rills could have been there to share the love and, of course, the many, many laughs.
Hi, I'm David West. I'm married to Karen West and I have 4 children, Jordan, Courtney, Zachary and Ashley. My parents are Bob and Pam West. My grandparents are Myra and Ron Pritchard.
I'm Carol Pascoe. I'm married to Ian Pascoe. I have 2 daughters, Jodie and Melissa. My parents were Ron Pritchard and he married Myra, and his family were Eve and the rest of Sylv and I can't remember everybody. Yeah, there was a big family anyway, yeah.
I'm Ashley West, daughter of David West, and my grandmother is Pam West, formerly Pam Pritchard.
I'm Judy Moore, and I married Roland Layla Moore.
And who was Roland's father?
And Roland's father was Ivan Moore and Eve Pritchard.
Great.
And I have 2 children, Joanna and Ian Moore.
Hi, my name's Joanna Moore. I'm more commonly known as Joey. My mother is Judy Moore. She was a McPhee. And she married Roland Layla Moore, who is the son of Ivan Moore. He's actually the brother of Mac Moore. And he married Eve Pritchard, who is one of the 3 sisters from the Pritchard family and the 3 brothers. And most importantly, not to forget, my beautiful daughter, Bonnie Fraser.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Moore, and I'm the daughter of Lyle Moore and Anne Moore. And Lyle was the son of Eve Pritchard. And my children are Julia Suljada and Tim Suljada.
Hi, I'm Trudy Tonkin, and I am June and Kevin, were your daughter. Yep. And I had 3 brothers, Peter, Christopher and Anthony. And my mum's dad was a Moore.
Yes. He married
McLaren Moore, and he married Sylvia,
who was a Pritchard. Great. Now your kids.
I have 2 daughters, Jordana and Carla, and I have 1 grandchild.
Of course you do. Oh my God.
And 1 on the way. Another one.
Beautiful. Another one on the way.
Yeah.
This is a momentous moment.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Peter Moore. So I was married to Michael Moore, who is Lyle Moore's eldest son. Lyle is the son of Eve Pritchard, so getting it all together. I have a son, Alex Moore. Unfortunately, he's not here today because my granddaughter, Emmy Lou Moore, has got a cold and she's antisocial. That's where I fit into it. And I'm very proud to be part of it.
I'm Robin Pettit, and this is my daughter, Roxana. And I have 2 other daughters, Kate and Abby. Roxana's the youngest, Kate's the eldest, and Abby's the middle. My parents, my mother was Eva Maureen Moore, so that's the connection with the Moore family. My father was Arthur Pettit, and my grandmother was Sylvia Moore, or Sylvia Pritchard. She married Mac. that was his first name, but we all called him, you know, McLaren Moore. And as far as I know, because her sister married another brother from the Moore family, so we're all pretty connected.
I'm Roxana. My mum's Robin. And I've got 2 children, Layla and Alex. Yeah.
So I'm Michelle Summers, daughter of Arthur and Maureen Pettit. My mother, Maureen, or strictly Eva, is the daughter of Sylv Moore, married to Mac Moore, and
Mac Moore married Ivan. Didn't marry Ivan.
Mac and Ivan were brothers. And I have 2 other children, a son and another. I have 2 sons.
What are their names?
Oh, thank you. Will and Miles. And Ella's my beautiful daughter, and she's in between.
That's right.
Yes.
And your sisters are Lindy and Robin.
Yes, that's it.
Hi, I'm Lindy Hampshire. My mother was Maureen Pettit and my father Arthur Pettit. So my mum, Eva Maureen Moore, was the daughter of Sylvia and Alfred McLaren Moore. And Sylvia was Sylvia Pritchard until she married my grandfather. So then she was Sylvia Moore. I have 5 children, 4 living. One is my oldest daughter Rachel's 37, she has a daughter Eva. Then I have twins, girl and boy twins, and Brody is 35 and she has 3 children. She has Isabella, Eamon and Arlo, and my son Joel, who lives in Canada, has a daughter Amelia, and my youngest daughter has 3 sons. That's Blythe, my youngest daughter, and she's 30, and she has Jaya, Isaac and Cohen. And I think my son, the first baby was stillborn, but that was Julian.
I'm Rachel Hampshire. My mother is Lindy Hampshire, nee Pettit. My brothers and sisters are Brody and Joel and Blythe, and I'm the eldest of them. I have a daughter, Eva. Say hi. Peace. And Eva's named after my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, my mother's mum, Eva Maureen Pettit. So my mum is Lindley Louise Pettit, and her sisters are Mickey, Michelle and Robin, and their parents are Maureen Pettit and Arthur Pettit, and Moore's mother was Sylvia, and I'm unsure of her father's name. What was Sylv's husband's name? Mac. Mac was my great-grandfather.
So we always heard this rumour that Ellen Hyde, who was our grandmother's, Sylv and Eve's mother, was actually related to Peter Laylaw. And so I found something in a newspaper in Adelaide that said that apparently Ellen Hyde, which was her married name, she was actually Ellen Laylaw, was an old colonist from South Australia. And that's actually a title, an old colonist. Has anyone heard of that? Yeah, apparently an old colonist.
Oh,
They were the first. They were they were the first free settlers. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
back, doesn't it?
Everybody wants to find a convict. Yeah, so they were the first free settlers, the old colonists. And so what I did, I just found it on the net, but it turns out that Ellen Hyde is in fact half-sister of Peter Laylaw. Her mother was the second wife of Peter Laylaw's father, Pat Laylaw. Yeah, he married again after his first wife died.
Because it does say in one of the books about him that his
Pat Laylaw, honest Pat Laylaw, father of 13, but probably more like 18. That's what it sort of says, that he sort of, had a few more kids than, but this is obviously by the second marriage. But also he was very instrumental in actually getting rid of the tithes and taxes for the Catholic Church in Ireland, and that then precipitated him going into
in the House of Lords.
In the House of Lords.
Yes.
So that's how that they. And then Peter didn't necessarily want to continue that way. He was an engineer, and so he decided to get on a boat and come to Australia to get away from all of that. And when he got here, he found himself in the middle of the First Revolution, and of course with information that he already sort of absorbed from his family, as far as like knowing the ins and outs of laws and what have you, which he probably had just absorbed from his father. So that's
Can you hear that, Pam?
Sylv said she thought, well, she'd married beneath her, that the Laylaws were, quite well-to-do, and she married beneath her. And so she came out to Australia, and then when Peter came out, he tried to find her and contact her, but she avoided that. She knew that, but she was too ashamed to
because she
yes.
Oh God.
But there's a little bit of my next door neighbour is looking into the genealogy of it all. Now, what he's come up with, and look, he'll look into it more because he's a bit stumped, but he's come up with that. Oh, now I've got to work out all the
Don't worry.
Dear God.
Pressure.
Okay.
Pressure.
That, in fact, so who are we talking about? Well, that Peter Laylaw's sister actually wasn't married to the new one. That's right. Wasn't married to Charles. No, to Edward. Ellen wasn't married to Edward Hyde. Now that's what it doesn't seem. I know. Well, all the products of an illicit.
Do you believe it, Pam?
So that may well be why the shame.
Definitely.
So if that is the actual case, because he can't find anything about marriage, and the story is also, what he has found out, is that Edward Hyde, so Ellen's partner, left her, or she left him after having had Eva Hyde, but it split up. It split up.
That's where it started.
And he ended up with another woman, and they had a child, and then he ended up in jail because he had assaulted and actually injured the child and her. So that's the story. Yes. So that's he came up with a news report from that. So he's just trying to.
So that was Edward Hyde.
Edward Hyde, but he is stuck with, he cannot find details of births or deaths or anything. But that's sort of what.
Did you hear that?
But because that family, they were all involved in a big carriage accident. That was in the paper too. A horse and carriage.
Was that when Mama told
quite a bad.
Well, I remember Mama
accident.
told us a story that they were in the horse and trap, because her mother had actually taken the horse that her father had told her not to take, and she took it down King William Street, and they were going into the bank to take the money into the bank. And the horse reared up when the tram came down, and it rolled, but Mama apparently was found still clutching him. That's what she told me.
So how old would she have been then?
Well, probably about 13.
Right, so about that.
I do remember that. Okay. Yeah, so that's really wonderful.
So that's as far as I know. So we'll see. Well, he's on the, he's doing it for me. So in amongst his school work.
And so that guy was the Pritchard.
The Hyde, no, he was the Hyde, sorry, that was her
He was
father.
the, yes.
And then the Pritchard that she married,
Frederick.
Eva
Hyde married Frederick, didn't she?
yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay.
And no
then-
one knows, and he doesn't know when he was born, Frederick,
Oh, really?
or where he was.
Ian did the family history. He came up with all of that.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
My father said the same.
They didn't want to know her. They didn't want to have.
The
They
second
didn't.
wife.
I don't think they even really
Frederick
saw their
Pritchard.
father much after the mother died because the three sisters brought Dad up.
Yes.
They took. Yeah, that's right, Pam, isn't it? She's not there. She's not there.
She moved.
But I'm pretty sure that's the stories I've been told.
Dirty rotten thing.
Well, she died.
When did she?
So
when did she
Eva
die
died,
young?
when did...
She died of pneumonia.
She died of pneumonia.
That house though is Gummeraka, and you go down the hill to Hartley Vale.
Right.
But anyway, well, like Alfred, your great grandpa, they built a chapel for the Methodists, and it was a little Sunday school. And everything, just at the bottom of the hill, the other side, and it was burned down in the Ash Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then, and Alfred was the first, one of the first 24 went to the Prince Alfred College. That was the Methodist Church College in Adelaide, and it was one of the first big schools. And of course, then Uncle Mac went there, and then he had to go off to the war, and Ivan was to start there, and he couldn't go because he had to work on the farm because everybody had gone to the war. And but anyway, Eve was able to send Roland and Lyle there, and then by a miracle, the weather was different. When we went to live in Adelaide, I married, Roland, and 9 years later I had a son, and he was able to go there. And what was the other one I was going to say? Oh, because Eve remarried eventually. You've heard that story. And the day she married, Lyle and Roll went out sailing. They didn't want it; they were embarrassed. Yes. Anyway, they got to know Claire. He didn't like the word step, and he was always my son Ian's grandpa. And eventually, this is just funny bit. We were able to send Ian there eventually, and he started in year 7. No, not in the senior school, but anyway, we went right through. And suddenly, in about third year, I call it, they started having grandparents' day. You probably have that in Sydney too. And Papa said, well, he'd gone there. And he went, and Ian was able to go to this special morning tea. And when he came home, I said to him, what was it like? Oh, he said it was good. I was about one of the only ones able to go to the morning tea. Below the church service. So it was a continuation all those years.
Yeah,
down
wonderful.
From Alfred and Mac and Roland and Ian.
And it's still going. What's up?
And then the other, Harold and Frederick, they both died. They never married or had kids. And Pearl died young too.
No.
Had a child.
But we don't know what happened to her.
Yes, he had Banks. No.
Who was?
Yeah, Banks. Yeah, she
Banks.
only come actually. Yeah.